Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. God bloody hell, have you seen this face on Human Torch? It's like he's just seen something he likes. I know that Legacy is a big fan of this guy. Maybe he's just seen Legacy naked in the shower or something. He's just like, yes. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video does have structure, believe it or not. And in particular, the focus is on Aegon. As you know, recently picked up this champion. And I was like, this is an amazing pull. I've definitely had some amazing 6-star luck, which means that the next time I do a 6-star, it's probably not going to be as lucky. But I am trying to wait for New York Comic Con to then get some MCOC YouTubers to then do some kind of crystal openings with them, just to spice it up a little bit. Or maybe you guys that are watching this, that we meet up in New York and, you know, you're opening some of my crystals. But do bear in mind, that could be technically account sharing. It's not, but, you know, terms of service and all that bollocks. But anywho, I've managed to find some time to really look into whether this champion is good and awakened, and we're going to look at that in this video. I've had some really decent experiences, but the same thing applies. The awakened ability is so amazing, especially going from fight to fight and preserving those combos. Now it's so essential for me to get the 6-star one awakened at a later date, and maybe by the end of Act 6 we'll see 6-star awakening gems, but we can imagine there is a lot of BS that we'll have to go through with different gating systems, blah 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 blah. You know what Kabam have got in store for us. But the fact is, I'd love to see this guy awakened in my roster and a lot more signatures. This is the 4-star version, as you can see here, and it is essential for the point of adding in that final combo meter into the persistent combos and the whole kind of persistent charge scenario, because obviously this is one of these champions and we want to do that. We want to increase those combos. We want to make a big total of combos just so that we can damage output a huge amount. Aegon has a similar dynamic to Star-Lord in that the more hits that you have on your combo meter, the more damage you're going to do. Except with Aegon, he has various ones that mean positive effects for you, from having physical resistance right the way through to having fury buff. There's a few things there, even when you get up to 1000, which basically means critical hits cause Aegon's next hit to be unblockable. Where Star-Lord's all about just hitting out a better attack based on the amount of hits on the combo to a maximum of 400 hits. And obviously with Aegon, it goes up to 1000. I think one of the worst things that I've had happen to me with Aegon, and I think obviously everyone would agree, is if you lose your combo meter, then it's just very, very painful. So is there any security or backup to potentially losing that combo? There is some security while heavy attack charging, and yeah, you do get a combo shield, but how are you able to predict that you're going to get hit in 6 seconds? You must be a real psychic if that is indeed the case. Look, mistakes happen, and it can be quite annoying, quite frustrating to then rebuild that. But there is something more. There is Combo Breakers, a synergy grouping that has either Proxima or Star-Lord. And obviously that's great for Star-Lord, we've just talked about him. But unfortunately this shielding is only for once per fight, which obviously you have to guarantee that you're not going to get hit more than once. So you're really going to have to play cautiously, especially going up against a champion like Red Hulk. You have to be assured that your skills in the game, and also, you know, RNG, not getting hit when he gets an evade and hits into you, you're not expecting it. You then have to really box clever with this. Sometimes this works, sometimes, if, like I said, you've got to play on point. If you don't play on point, you're going to get spanked. Because then you'll find yourself rebuilding up your hits in total, which isn't too bad if you think about going into fight to fight. But at the same time, when you're building up, especially the first fight, if you then not really getting the amount of combos building, then it can be a bit crappy going into the second fight. Now, a lot of you know that I use MarvelSynergy.com for just getting together information of videos as well as understanding certain synergy groups. And by the information that you can see, there's not a huge amount on offer for Aegon when it comes to effective synergies. Anyway, my hope in the future is that this synergy group gets expanded. Kabam did a fantastic job when it comes to the origin story. Gabe and the team had an amazing character build, something that hasn't been seen for a while, where the player base love the champion, love the backstory, and really want more. And I really want to see an expansion of that. Unfortunately, it has a very dark origin, but I think it is one of the most impressive Kabam originals that they've come up with. I think for me the question is, and I think for a lot of people the same question is the champion good unawakened? Short answer, yes, but with a but. I'm not talking about some bouteille. I am talking about the fact that there is a but to anything. An Awakened version would be so much better, taking those huge combos from fight to fight. Now when it comes to mastery builds around this champion, predominantly you'll see more suicide masteries than normal. It's not something I personally enjoy doing, and as well with having stuff like recoil, I just don't think it factors into well to Alliance War seasons. Yeah, off season, I'm all for it. Go do it, that's cool. But having things like double edge, and yeah, as well with recoil, it just doesn't really present a decent enough defender. And you're even seeing like Alliance Wars bosses just having it, and it's not cool. Also, you could look at the fact of getting the champion down on health and triggering courage. And as well, I've known from time to time people have done enhanced fury, extended fury, but is it really required? Not so much. The fact is the other things need to be more stronger to then look at the improving critical rating as well as critical damage. Now it's up to you how you play the champion. For me, I like the idea of getting the combos up as high as possible and hitting in an L2, because there's a 100% chance to inflict a bleed over 6 seconds, dealing 212.9 direct damage for each hit on the combo meter, up to 60 hits. Okay, so that's pretty good. And I think at times I was ticking about 1,000 a time, so it does show how impressive that L2 is. I can do a great amount of damage. But for me, it's got to be a case, my next endeavor has to be Awaken that champion, and I don't know when that's going to be. I don't know if Kabam would start adding in things like 6-star awakening gems, like a generic one, or even a class specific one. Either way, as I gain my 6 stars, and I will be pushing the basic ones rather than any featured ones, because I just feel that I want to increase the 6-star roster to then go, right, well, this one I'm going to awaken, this one's going to be rank 2, those kind of thought processes. But still, it is all about getting the champion awakened to be fundamentally an absolute amazing champion within my roster. So yes, the unawakened version, an absolutely amazing champion, or not so much? The answer for me is yes. It is a good champion. I just, for the love of God, hope that my next 6-star awakens this guy, because he's a beast. He's a real beast. Just not him. There we have it. That's been a little video on Aegon. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting the like button, and as well subscribing for more Marvel content to Champions-based content. What are your thoughts on Aegon? Put them in the comment section down below. And as well, don't forget to tune into a live stream most days from 1900 hours GMT. I've been Rich the Man. I shall catch you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.